Good Monday morning. This is 106.1 KYVZ. Joe Vazurek visiting with meteorologist Chris Schromick at Decision Weather in Atwood, as well as America's Weather Streaming Channel. Chris, portions of the state of Kansas had some very strong thunderstorms last night.
Yeah, Joe, we had a storm set up yesterday afternoon and evening that created a dry line in western Kansas, and then a warm front that was along I-70 all the way from Hays to the Salina Junction City area. And that's where we saw lots of focus. And the biggest thing was the derecho, or the wind gusts that developed there when that storm became prime between 6 and 9 p.m. last night. And we saw wind gusts all the way from Clay Center, Kansas, through Manhattan, Salina, back to McPherson, down into Reno County, the Dodge City, Garden City area, and that Wichita area that were ranging anywhere from 70 to 100 miles per hour. The Salina Airport reported a 100-mile-an-hour wind gust. We also had an 86 in Hutchinson, which blew off roofs on a building down on Main Street downtown. And then in Haven, there was homes destroyed with an 80-mile-an-hour wind. We also had damage in Newton, with power lines down, and those two counties, Harvey and Reno County, saw about 60% power outage during the storms yesterday evening and continuing into today. Also, there was some hail. We saw some 3-inch hail up there in that Russell area. Also, a tornado was reported there in that Russell Wilson Lake area for a period of time. And again, the main thing was that hail was more up on the I-70 activity, and then the wind was down there in that south central part of the state. But it looks like the severe weather has the potential to continue again today. This area today is a moderate risk in our immediate area that is along the Kansas-Nebraska border this evening and northward through the state of Nebraska and kind of tailing down into the northwestern Kansas. There is a threat for the large hail, damaging winds over 70 miles per hour. Maybe an isolated tornado with that activity. That's a little more minimal, but there could be one, and that'll pretty much develop out over northeast Colorado during the late afternoon, move across our area north of 36, 34, along that Kansas-Nebraska border during the later evenings, say 8 p.m. to midnight, and then down Cornhusker Highway to Lincoln during the overnight hours. Then the activity will switch tomorrow to the Midwest. It'd be from Kansas City up into central Wisconsin, and those areas in Iowa, Minnesota, Wisconsin, we'll see tomorrow afternoon severe weather activity. For us out there this morning, we're starting out with 55 degrees out in Colorado. We got 61 in Goodland, 61 in Oberlin, 63 in McCook. Dew points are up there in the upper 50s and 60s, so we're already primed, for that activity later today. Highs today will top out in the middle 70s. Tomorrow, as that storm system moves away, lows will drop into the middle 40s, and we'll see upper 40s, middle 40s, and we'll see temperatures tomorrow in the 60s. Wednesday will also be in the 60s. We'll continue to have rain chances both evenings and late afternoons those days. It'll be more scattered and not likely severe. There could be some isolated severe weather, but not as likely. Wednesday looks to be our dry day with temperatures rebounding back up there into the next set around that 70 degrees. And then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, storms will return. We'll keep the pattern active. We'll watch for the severe weather, potentially rainfall, and our temperatures will be back in the 70s and lows in that 45 to 50 degree range.
Once again, that's Ag meteorologist Chris Schromick at Decision Weather in Atwood, as well as America's Weather Streaming Channel. For 106.1 KYVZ, I'm Joe Vazurek.